What's up, everybody? It's Mike here at Spirit Change Garage, and today we're gonna do a spirit of moment fix. Look at that. Yeah, this right here. Spirit change. I already started. I went and bought. By the way, I got all my cars in the garage, everything, and left enough to put Brandy's Beetle right here. Obviously, I got to move everything back out the way, but I pulled this over here. Wonder what we got under that cover. But I bought this bit from Harbor Freight. It was on sale for $4. All right. I already broke one. They have two on each one, so it's pretty nice. I already started this previously. I think I put it on YouTube, maybe not. But pretty much I'm going around looking. This is my first time ever drilling out spot welds. And it's not too bad so far. But I got all these I got to take out because I'm replacing this whole thing because I found out somebody before me fiberglassed it, which is crazy. It's rotted out. It's a down south car. It came from Mississippi or Alabama, one of them. So I don't know. I figured even though it's a race car, I didn't want all that fiberglass right here. I'm gonna have to pop the VIN tag out, put on a new dash. But a new dash is only like 150 bucks. I don't have it yet. I'm bored. As y'all see, it's snowing or snowed outside. Got my husky doggy, Kavik. Y'all say hello to everybody, buddy. He loves it. Got my front clip. But pretty much it sucks because I might be missing out on sick week. Because I've been snowed in for the last little bit, I missed out on some work. And I'm gonna have to stay on the road for a little bit longer. So I think sick week, I already bought my tickets. I bought everything. I think it's just gonna have to wait. Like, I got priorities too to get done. So for now, this episode of Spirit Change Garage is gonna be us removing this. I've seen a lot of people when they remove them, they just cut down there and then they remove this piece last. So I think what I'm gonna do is if I get stuck somewhere, I'm gonna just cut like sections. Like right here, like I pried on all this, like it bent it just a tad bit, but it ain't nothing that can't be refixed, like bent back up. I see some people, they take a air hammer and start across it, and then they really mess all this up. I'm using a flathead and a hammer. Pretty much I came through. This is all dried and crusty, all the seam sealed stuff. And I just pretty much chiseled that off. And then it's finding these little spots. But me, like, I don't know, it's kind of confusing. Plus I'm blind even with glasses on where the spots are. But I'm finding them decent, I guess. Decent. But it's probably be a couple hour job just pulling it out, which is gonna be nice because when I get home off the road, I plan on welding a funny cage in there. Oh yeah, we're doing big things. We're getting this baby prepped for some big boy power. This car has lived its whole life with small blocks and big blocks in it. Mainly NA, it was an old bracket car. It's been a race car practically since the 90s from what I'm thinking. And had to readjust my camera. Of course, again, sorry guys, I dropped my phone and I recracked it. Brandy's gonna have to refix this for me again, unfortunately. Like literally, I barely even love tapped it. Like, I don't know. But I just did like a zoom out and a zoom back in and it messed it up. So I'm just gonna have to leave it at like this normal stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna end up putting a funny cage in it because my plans are to paint the inside, which will be vlogging. And I got the floor pans, just the two like patches that they put aluminum over it. Even though I'm really thinking about tearing these floors out and doing aluminum, I'm not sure yet. It's definitely gonna be a small tire come Peter, so it ain't like, I'm not trying to follow no True Street rules or anything like that. But these slicks and tires been flat forever. I bet they're flat spotted, no good, which we don't care because it's 15 by 15 in the back with like a 28 wide stretch. It's ridiculous. These just look old and nasty anyway. But I don't know how long it's been since the car has been raced. When I got it, there's a bunch of Doppler nests in there. And I'm talking about mud Dopplers everywhere. So what I'm thinking is somebody sat it out in a field, maybe covered it because the paint still looked pretty good. And it probably sat for years, man, honestly. The title wasn't titled since 1990. Had it a race car since then. So I'm assuming race car since the 90s. It ain't been tagged since the 90s. It actually had a bonded title because down south they don't give titles anyway to old stuff, from my knowledge anyway. And it was a bonded title. Indiana don't recognize bonded titles, but guess what, people? It's been over 10 years, and it becomes a clean title after so long. So it was a clean title car. I got a little nervous when I seen it bonded. I was like, dang. Because Florida, they don't care. So I would have went down to Florida since I still got my Florida license and just threw Florida tags on it and called it a day. I wasn't too worried about it. It's a race car. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be a street-ish race car because I'm going to drive it on the street. It's going to be running on E85. And one day, if I really get crazy into this, I'll probably go ahead and do methanol or whatever and just really up the power. But honestly, I think my goal is obviously going to be over 1,000. I'm not going to say the exact number. But as you see the big block, I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm not far away from that goal of where I want to be with it. It don't matter. At the end of the day, it's a big block, and we're going to make some steam with it. So, yeah. Big block turbo. I don't care if it's 454, 496 or 8, whatever it is. I don't care if it's a 550. I don't care if it's a 3,059,000, 25, 30, 40, 50. Now I'm just saying random numbers, but you guys get my drift. Big block on boost, nitrous, anything is going to be insane. Plus, this car has a big gear in it too. So I got a Power Glide that I'm buying from somebody local. It's a JW everything, JW housing, casings. Like, it's top notch. I guess the only weak thing is it has 1.76 stock gears in it still for some reason. But that ain't going to be a problem. I'm getting it for a pretty good deal. I feel like it has 0 passes on it. I think RPM transmission rebuilt it for him, actually. So it's going to be pretty sick, man. And hopefully it can hold behind this big block. All right, guys, here's where I'm at. I cut right there. Cut it all the way across. Pretty much pilling until I run into like each of them. Plug welds, spot welds, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure if you're supposed to drill it all the way through, which I don't get. If you are, why not just use a normal drill bit at that point? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Somebody could correct me if they want, but I've already broken 2 bits. I noticed like some people, they go around, they'll drill small holes in the area, so like that pointy piece could go up in there. I found out as long as you have it going beforehand, you just kind of go slowly on it, it'll do the same thing. I don't know, the other way is probably a smarter way, but can't find a small drill bit right now. Got all of them out, got that out. It's been peeling back pretty easy. I don't know why anybody would freaking take a chisel or air hammer, I mean, and just start going across it, ruining the metal. Don't make no sense to me at all. But now that like all that's coming through or out, I'll be able to dress everything in there. And I got that really good Permatex converter, which I'll probably go in there, wire wheel everything. I might go buy a gallon of that OSFO because I still want to OSFO like the cage, get like most of the rust off to where they didn't paint it before I do paint it. And I want to get all that out. I'm trying to clean up any kind of rust on this car, which underneath we got a little bit right here, but nothing serious on this car. Like some of these seal areas being a little rusty. I don't think it's too serious because I'm going to be, I think I'm going to put flex on windows front and back. I might leak glass. I'm not sure. I thought I was going to do fiberglass doors, but I'm thinking about using the metal doors still. So I don't know. Things may change. It's not going to be a secret that it's a race car. So I'm not trying to make nothing sleeper-ish, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But this is where I'm at. I'm going to keep on going and going. I may continue tomorrow. It's freaking cold. And my heater for the garage is right there. But this thing is not insulated, so it don't do any good. So, yeah, just a waste of gas, really. All right, I'm getting a little ahead of myself now. Need to update you guys. You guys, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. If you're in your 30s or older, you know my back hurts. It's so crazy. Sucks.
My back. Oh, my back.
Anyway, other than my locked up back, this is coming along pretty good. I think I did it to like 3, popped it all the way through. Like I said, I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that, but that's what's going on. I got this corner up. It's going along pretty good now. I'm actually getting a rhythm of finding these spot welds just by feel now. So it's been a little pattern. They're still all over the place, so it ain't like they're evenly spaced. So you kind of still gotta move your hand around or like open your eyes to it. But I know a lot of people, they take a, what is it, wire wheel. I took the wire wheel to over here. But honestly, it don't do me any good. So I've just been kind of winging it. Make sure I get all this dried up old adhesive off and keep moving with it. Then lastly, I'm going to get that going. And then I think I'm gonna, or actually it's already cut right here. I'm not sure yet because they say these are hard to find. I think I could do it, but I'll probably end up cutting like right there, cutting over there, and then maybe kind of teeter-tottering it to try to just break them off. I don't know how strong that bar is. Hopefully it's strong enough to do that. As you see, like I attempted something like that over there. Kind of didn't work, I don't know. But worst case, I'm just gonna go along, cut it from right there all the way down, cut it from right there all the way down, then work that middle piece last. But at least it'll be out. All right, guys, after fighting this thing, I got it. Woohoo! There's a lot you gotta kind of drill out. You just gotta be patient, honestly. And you'll get it done. I only broke 2 bits. I bought 4 of them. And then, like I said, there's a bit on each side. You could change them out. Well, it won't focus, but you guys get the gist. I think I paid like $3 a piece for them, $4 a piece, something like that. The last thing to do now is probably cut right there, cut over there. Hopefully I could get this dash off, and then I could like do the finishing touches, like get all that metal out. Then I'm gonna end up grinding that down because that is not good right there. Here's a dirt dabbler nest, by the way. They're way bigger than this normally, but yeah, you can see like, I don't know if it's a dead one or something, but yeah. Throw them on the ground. Cool that shit. Who cares? Looks like factory foam. Ain't that crazy? I'm assuming anyway, unless that was like, no, that had to be factory. But yeah. Like I said, I'm no expert professional.
Special Officer Dookie reporting.
I just do this. Been doing it for a really long time, honestly, working on cars. And I'm just trying to help anybody else out that's going through the same process, because this seems to be a common thing with these Camaros. I'm pretty sure it's the same for 70 to 81, I believe. Camaro and Firebird, by the way. So anybody wanting to figure this out, or anybody that's been nervous about tackling on the job, it's my first time doing it. So far, it ain't that bad. I'm gonna have to do another video of installing it, which will be just pretty much drilling holes in the other one and then doing like these plug welds that they had in there, or spot welds, and getting it back on. It should be honestly pretty straightforward installing it. I feel like the removal is gonna be one of the hardest parts, because you don't wanna come through with that chisel or air hammer messing all this up. Like some of that got a tad bit bent, nothing crazy, but at the same time, just be careful, take your time. Don't ruin all this metal trying to rush it and be lazy and sit there and with a freaking ear hammer. That's ridiculous. Crazy, I seen a video like that when literally I sat here, cut it, just popped it up, popped it up, popped it up. Nothing to it, people, nothing to it. So I hope this encourages somebody to do it. But I wish I would film some of like me doing it, but I don't got anything to set this up. I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. I just want to show you guys the steps on how to do it. As long as you get this drill bit for these spot welds, kind of just take your finger, go like that, and get all that seal off, though, sealant. And just take your finger. You're gonna know, like, I'm pretty sure like some of these probably weren't even like spot welds, but they don't matter. I'm gonna be re-welding another one back on it, probably grind it down smooth again, and make it look good. Don't worry, don't stress about it too hard, people. Just do it and get to it. By the way, guys, I've been like filling by hand, and like I'm not having a hard time finding them. So I'm gonna do it differently. But for now, I'll at least film you doing this. Destruction of the car. 10 years later, or I was about to say construction. Destruction. Dun, dun, dun. I got kind of scared. It looked red right there. No, it's like the original color. Had the camera wrong. But I was like, oh, I hope I didn't cut myself. You know how it is. I always hurt myself and then I don't find out till after I see the wound. Oh, my sinuses are still messed up, people. So I'm breathing like heavy. No, but my sinus has been bad lately. Should have been wearing a mask. Everybody, wear your proper PPE. Don't be like me. Don't you see all this metal? Probably breathing it in. It makes you into a Wolverine. I'm just kidding, everybody. Don't nobody go reenact and be like, oh, I'm gonna huff some metal and become Wolverine. You never know. So I'm to the point. This, I'm guessing it's gonna be probably like right there. See, I took a guesstimate. Probably right there, hold it on. I'm assuming. Oh, look at that. I jinxed myself, guys. I actually did slice my hand open. Oh, man. It's funny, anytime I come out here and I get hurt, I go to Brandy, I'm like, I'm gonna be in trouble. I don't hurt myself. I've like slit my leg open with a razor blade. Just all kinds of reckless stuff. Everybody be careful out there. Do not follow anything you see on this channel because you will learn the wrong way. The wrong way is the way. I'm just messing around. All right, to find these, took the grinder, went like that, and you could obviously clearly see them perfectly fine now. So, people, probably already knew, but that's the trick. And Brandy, what do you got to show us?
It's as good as I can get it.
Oh man, we should have did it before and after. You did a good job.
My hands are steaming.
Oh my gosh, you did such a good job. That was all black. Oh my God. Wow. Dang, you did a good job.
That orange stuff was like lacquer or something. It wouldn't come off.
You did, no, that's like rust.
No, it was paint.
Oh no, that's the car paint.
No, it was 3 layers of paint.
What?
It was black, it was gold, and then it was that.
All right, you guys, as you see, it is off other than that little tiny piece. But I was looking and I was kind of thinking, I was like, I could get a welder underneath there. So I'm thinking about drilling them all out to like that. It probably has to be like that anyway. I probably got to finish drilling them out. And I could get underneath the dash area. And I think I'm going to plug weld it from the bottom up instead of going from the top down. So I ain't got to worry about grinding all that stuff away. I might be able to get away with just hitting it from the bottom. And obviously it'd still distort the paint a little bit, but it'd be better than cleaning up like little weld plugs. But I'm thinking that might be the move because I need to do a good job to where this never has to come off again, hopefully. And I think at that point, there wouldn't be, I guess if you did it from the top, the smart thing about it would be you would know where the plug welds are. So like if I do it from the bottom and somebody else went to go replace this here in the near future one day, they'd be SOL because they'd be sitting there looking for plug welds that ain't gonna be there. But you can see this is like more of like grime, but that's the little rust area right there. I'm gonna have to take care of a lot of little things. Right there ain't that bad on that side anyway. The other side's all rusted up pretty good, but I'm gonna end up spraying weld through primer on the edges. Then all this will be painted probably black, flat black. I'll use some kind of rust paint for it, but I'll obviously wire wheel it, and then I'll take rust reformer stuff up there. That stuff, supposedly somebody used that. Let me show it to you guys. They said that they did it on a car, and then 10 years later, they ended up having to take it back apart, and there was nothing growing through it. Not a lot of rust treatments work, but I guess it's one of the best ones, supposedly. Other than like that Ospo, that's like what, sulfuric acid or something like that. But I could buy that and just spray it in here too, and then hit it with the water hose because you gotta eventually neutralize it. But yeah, I'm looking at all my hard work all done. Alrighty guys, it's the next day. We are back at it. Got my speaker right here. This thing is really freaking loud. It's pretty good. What is this? I can't remember. Brandy got it for me from a truck stop. It's so good. And I had a $150 one that wasn't even that loud. Anyway, here's what we're getting back onto. I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna grind all these flush. I thought about, because like right there, I went a little bit too much. Just make sure you guys don't go too much if you don't want to do the whole hole. But I was thinking about spot welding it from the bottom, and so I don't got to drill any holes in the new panel, because the new panel I'm gonna have to drill holes to do all that. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna finish ripping this off, rip that off, clean up over there, and grind all this smooth. I may still go all the way through. I don't know the correct way. Like I said before, some people drill them all the way through, which it wouldn't make sense, because then you could just use a drill bit to drill them out. Then some people leave these and then they grind them away and then just drill the new panel and redo it. I don't know. Alrighty, everybody, she's all done for now. I can't really do too much more. I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna dress like where the bare metal is at the moment and some of the rust. But I wanna go buy Ospo and spray in there and clean everything up. And I wanna be able to bring it out here to rinse it all out. And I can't do that right now. So yeah, it'd be a little hectic trying to push this thing in and out. But all the spot welds are ground down as best as I can. This is from like earlier mistakes when I first started cutting on it, but I could weld them back up right there. Got a little bit of rust I got to clean up, but all in all, this was not a bad job. I'd say in reality, you could probably have this off. I'm gonna say in about 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. Probably, you could probably do it sooner if you rush, but if you take your time, about a 2 to 3 hour job, just pulling it off. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take to reinstall, but it shouldn't be too bad. I think the biggest thing is gonna be all the prep work on here. Like I already start cleaning up some of the surface rust, and yeah, I think it came along pretty good. Next is gonna be working up there, getting that all prepped. But I don't think I'm gonna install this right away, because I'll be able to access when I weld the strut bars from here to up there. I'll have complete access now, all the way around, easy. And then I'm gonna be able to paint like all this firewall and everything too. Then take all these brackets, clean all these brackets up, clean that bracket up. Look, more Doppler nests right there. That's a big one too, people. But yeah, other than that, I think we are good for now. My next thing is gonna be doing a funny cage in there. And then I need to get my Kirky seats. I'm doing 2 red Kirky seats in there. The Series 55, you know, the common one. All right, after carefully removing that cover myself, here it is. I went through and I plugged them up too, just in case. But this is it, man. This is the big block. Got nice AFR heads on it. I think I'm gonna do timing belt, because I'm pretty sure that's dual chain in there, but I'm gonna do timing belt on it. And yeah, got the Holley EFI dual sync distributor back there. Got the Edelbrock EFI intake. These headers actually stick kind of far up already. Like looks like I might end up having to cut the hood up for these. So I might wait on the hood for a while, but man, this thing is sweet. It's super nice. Dart Big M, tall deck block. Yeah, it's a pretty nice little setup. I'm not gonna say what it is yet, I don't think. It could be any kind of big block. Like I said, no matter what, it's a big block. All right, guys, and I think on that note, we will end this video. Finally. I hope it didn't drag on too much for everybody. I hope some people that own one of these learn something. And even if you don't own one, I hope you learn something. Yes, so golden. So great. But y'all stay tuned. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I appreciate everybody that is new here and everybody that returns here to keep watching. I went up a decent little bit in followers. We're gaining, or subscribers. Everything's going smooth. Y'all stay tuned for this car the most, because we got a couple months. I want to get this out. Sucks, we're probably gonna have to miss out on sick week, but like, things happen. It is what it is. But I'm really excited to get this on the road. I'm pretty sure a lot of you would love to see 72 nasty big block boosted freaking content. Especially, I'm not going to be one of them guys that trailer it everywhere. I'm going to drive this thing on the street. Like, I try to go on YouTube and watch turbo big block cars. I can't find anything on YouTube. Like, of them just driving around. Cool. Unless it's like 10 years ago and the footage is a little hand. But anyway, I hope y'all are excited just as much as I am. I hope this motivates some people to get outside today and go work on your project car. And let's get these winter builds done. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. Y'all stay good. Everybody have a good one. Let's do this to spare change garage style and cut it.